we're Gucci.
Gucci, House of Gucci. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Oh, damn, are you okay? The lactose is still chilling, huh? Hello, everybody, and welcome again to Keystone Film Review. We just saw Pearl, directed by Ti West, written by Ti West and Mia Goth, starring Mia Goth, David Corenswet, Emma Jenkins Purro, Alistair Sewell, Matthew Sunderland, and Tandy Wright. This, of course, is a prequel to the movie directed by Ti West from earlier this year, X. Gonna give it to you. Wow. That was not planned. That was not planned at all. This follows the old woman from X, Pearl, in her early life and her descent into madness. And quite frankly, when I heard that there was going to be a second one, I was very excited. I really liked X. Flabbergasted, a little bit surprised, if you may.
I rewatched X last night to try to get caught up on things, re-caught up, if you will. And you don't need to.
Not in the slightest.
You don't need to, because this, of course, is a prequel. You will pick up on some things, like nods to X, but like nothing really. Essentially, I wasted my time last night.
Essentially, there's a crazy bitch in X, and this is her story.
I didn't waste my time, really. There's no wasting time when watching movies. Movies are great. But where do we begin?
Pearl doubles down on the crazy bitch factor, and it's no joke.
Yeah.
It's no joke. Mia Goth, you're a terrific actress, whatever you want to go by, but I never want to meet you in person. You scare the shit out of me, nobody ever does that. There is not one actor on this planet where I'm like, I don't want to meet that person, just sensually and genuinely. You were that. I said what I said. And I do not want to meet you, but you are so fucking good, and you scare me in the best of ways and the worst of ways.
Yeah. She's incredible in this.
Oh my God.
The thing I like most about this is that it definitely has a feel of like the golden age of cinema, which is, you know, it takes place in 1918, and that was the silent era. But, you know, we can look past that. This kind of has it's reminiscent of like Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, everything's just so bright,
very
and colorful.
Technicolor. I don't think it's actually Technicolor, but it's reminiscent of Technicolor. And even
the reds are reds and the blues are blues.
Even to like the shot choices and the movements of Mia Goth. You know, she's kind of in her own fantasy world, and I really appreciated that aspect of it because it's not something you see every day. I think it's gonna put a lot of people off though. The design of it, mainly because it is something that you have to buy into. It's not. Like you're either gonna be for it or not for it, and
yeah, there's definitely times like where you just imagine things not looking those colors, or like 1918, you don't really kind of expect that. But if you watch earlier films, like anything that revolves around like the whole alien conspiracy theories and like all that, you expect the colors to be like that. And that's how it was in this movie. You expect those colors to be all bright and shiny and like, oh my God, an alien! You're just waiting for that. Completely off topic, but that's what it felt like.
I was so lost where you're going. But yeah, Mia Goth is incredible in this. The performances in general are really great. Specifically, the father, who is, I don't know what the PC term is, but I'm going to just say...
handicapped man.
He's paralyzed, can't move anything, but is still there in his mind. And Matthew Sunderland played him. But he was incredible. Like, he was just, unfortunately for his character, he was the punching bag for a lot of it.
There was multiple points where we're like, oh, poor guy, man.
Poor guy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. But he did an incredible job, and the performances are just great in general. I don't even know how to talk about this movie. It's just it's a
it's an experience. It's hard because X and Pearl are they're different movies.
Completely different
in many ways.
The setting's the same, but that's it.
There's not as much comedy in this one, and if you do laugh, it's more of kind of like passive, like, oh, that was kind of funny, but not like comedy within it. And just it definitely, I said it I think 3 times now, but it definitely doubles down on the crazy bitch factor. And to the point where like Mia Goth has this one-shot monologue, and you sit in there, you're like, I feel like I'm actually going crazy watching her going crazy right now. It's spoopy. You know this is a good movie when you're sitting there and you're like, oh damn, John Wick's fucking people up, man, and I don't feel bad for any of these motherfuckers. But in this, you're like, I hope this person runs. I hope this person gets away. I need them to run right now.
Yes, Mia Goth is the protagonist, but you're rooting for more or less everyone. Maybe not the mother.
Yeah.
But pretty much anyone else is just essentially...
Anybody who's kind of a passerby to Pearl, you see them getting closer and closer to the door, and you're like, oh my god, they're right there. They're right there. And you're like, it's home run, just go, just run. And then Pearl just says, what? And then you're like, they're fucked, man! No! They're shit out of luck!
It's honestly the best slasher movie I've seen. I'm not a huge... I am a casual horror fan, so like if you love like Jason Voorhees, if you love Freddy Krueger, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you should take this with a grain of salt. But this is the best slasher I've ever seen.
Yeah, because you're definitely rooting for the people that's not Pearl.
Yeah, even though it follows her.
To get away from whatever's going on in her little world. And then when they're so close, you're just like, oh shit, run, please. Yeah. That was one point where I was literally screaming, run. I'm like, go.
It's quite embarrassing, honestly.
I'm just a piece of shit.
Yeah. But, you know, there's a lot of movies like this where, like, people kind of go in a downward mental spiral, and it's not really warranted based on their backstory. Ty West and Mia Goth did a great job establishing her backstory to make you understand how she kind of went crazy. Of course, there was always something there, but as it always is with serial killers and everything, it stems from extreme abuse, either emotionally or physically, and just it was very believable the leap she took. Even though, again, it started off with her kind of already being a little crazy, but you understood where she was coming from. Of course you didn't condone it, but you understood it. And that is, honestly, if you make a movie like this, you have to make the villain or the killer and be, for lack of a better word, empathetic. You have to be empathetic to them, rather. And they did a great job of this. And, the thing that surprised me the most, this is an hour, 42 minutes, something like that.
Didn't feel it.
It flew by.
Yeah.
When the credits came up, I was like, already?
Yeah.
Like, it felt like an hour long. It was incredibly well paced, even though it had, like, long takes. I don't know how else to put it. I really enjoyed it.
No, it went by pretty quick, and honestly, it maybe felt like an hour 20.
Yeah.
And there was like points where you thought it was ending, and then it went on to the next scene, which that wasn't a bad thing. You're just like, oh, this could end right here. Oh, it's going. Oh, dear God, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
It could end here. No, it keeps going. But it's like in a good way. Like most films we watch, like, that happens often, and you're just like, come on, man, just fucking end already. This did very well, especially the end credit roll when it just kept going.
We're not going to say what.
I'm not saying what, but it just kept going.
Stay for the credits. Also in the credits, they announced a third one in this series. It's just a little teaser. If you really need to leave, you're not going to miss much if you don't sit through it. I think it's already been announced online anyway. But yeah, they're going to make a third one. This is A24's first trilogy, I believe. First franchise. That's
pretty wild, actually.
Yeah, and I'm excited for it.
I'm all for it, because like this is, if this one turns out to be like really good too, it's a solid fucking trilogy, especially a slasher trilogy.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Which I'm all about, man. Kick ass. Ty West, I mean, everything they really did, especially like set design and everything like that, everything looked fantastic.
Oh yeah. In X, it's like all dilapidated, and in this, it's new, fresh. It's got bright red wallpaper.
The rooms are colorful.
The barns are colorful.
The barns are colorful, and
buildings.
then in X, it's been neglected for so long. It's just the work they did on the set is incredible, and it's truly something to behold.
Definitely some solid work was done.
Yes. Ratings. Mia Goth is incredible. Obviously it's her movie. She helped write it. She steals the show as expected. She's absolutely captivating, and for her role alone, I would give it like a 4, maybe. Yeah, 4. I'm gonna go with 4.
I'm gonna slide into a nice little 3.5.
Oh.
Where it's really well done. And I want to preface that a lot. Where X, I think I gave X a 4. And that had so many other factors which made it a solid film. But I mean, this is still solid. It just didn't have some of those X factors that X had. But it was still fucking solid. I never want to meet Mia Goth no matter what. I don't even care how good she
See,
is. in
I
the next
like
one.
this more than X, but X I think is more palatable for the mainstream.
Yeah.
This is definitely, you have to go along for the ride and just accept it. But yeah, I loved what they did with this. I thought it was fantastic.
I think if Maxine, which is the title for the next one, I think I want to knock it all out like a trilogy, like you did for this one. I want to knock it out in a trilogy, and it'd be really sick if it was like a 4-star trilogy. I'd be so happy with that. Like I'll change Pearl's rating if that's solid. I'll just change it all to a 4.
Yeah.
Or
4's across the board.
Or 4.5. I don't give a
Yes.
shit because it deserves it, honestly.
Yeah.
But for now, it's gonna be a 3.5 to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let us know what you thought of Pearl down in the comments. Did you like it better than X? Did you not? Did you hate this but like X? Did you hate X but like this? What did you think? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Bye bye.